Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to touch upon regtech. Regtech, if though for those who don't know, is essentially how you're building the regulatory or the compliance aspects for companies using technology. So these regtechs are all companies who are using technology to build compliance and regulatory aspects for various industries. So regtech has been disrupting the market, and hence it is also pretty similar to fintech or martech or marketing technology or financial technology, whatever new terms have come up. So they're doing pretty well. So there's a report that came out very recently from Enterprise Ireland, which spoke about the massive growth of regtech in Asia Pacific region. So I wanted to talk to you a little more on that, so that you are familiar with this particular report, and all those who are looking to work in regtech companies or regtech startups or invest in regtech companies. This is something which you should look out for. And they have mentioned about 10 countries in APAC which have been doing pretty well. Australia being at the forefront of regtech today in APAC. So let's dive in and talk about it. Before we do that, as usual, please like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, please smash that notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. Please comment on my video so that I know what exactly you're looking at, and I could design a video around what you're looking at for. And also share my videos with people who you think would benefit from my research and from my videos. So let's dive in. So first, as you know, I have an ebook. This particular ebook is on my journey as an entrepreneur. It starts from the time I quit my six-figure globe-trotting corporate job back in 2010. It's about the preparation, the challenges I faced, and how I overcame those challenges to becoming a successful entrepreneur. So today I have two companies, one in Singapore, one in India, and I have two representations in the US markets. The book is titled Six Figure Corporate Job to Master Entrepreneur. The other thing that I've added in this book is three worksheets. So these worksheets are essentially questions that you would try and answer if you are looking to becoming an entrepreneur. And based on your answers, you will get a certain score. Towards the end, you would add up the score. You would also add the weighted, averages, and you will come up with or you derive a final score. And based on the final score, you'll be put under one of the three categories. One of them being you are likely to be a successful entrepreneur. Second, you have to do some bit of work to get there. And the third is you're probably not made to be becoming entrepreneurs. I mean, a lot of people are not really, a kind of cut out for an entrepreneur. So this particular book or ebook is available for totally free. You could get it on my website. The URL is flashing on the screen. I'll put the URL in the description box below. All you have to do is to click on it, go to the page, put down your name and email address, and the link to download the ebook will be emailed to your inbox. I hope you like the ebook. Please do give me your honest feedback. Now let's jump into regtech. So we'll try and understand the latest report on regtech for APAC. So Enterprise Ireland, along with Kapronasia, recently published this report. It's called the State of regtech in APAC, Asia Pacific. Now I will, in the description box, I'll put down the link to get this particular ebook, this particular research or report. It runs into over 300 pages. So It provides analysis across 10 key APAC markets. APAC means Asia Pacific, Australia, mainland China, Hong Kong, Indonesia, Japan, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam. The report says digital law and regulatory reforms remain at the forefront of disruptive innovation in the quest of addressing complex, multifaceted, and integrative challenges. So regtech obviously is very similar to the particular movement, I would say, on fintech and martech, but it's on the regulatory area, that particular aspect. And you would know that today with so many regulatory compliances to adhere to is for companies today. So it does make sense to develop such kind of business models using technology, which these clients could possibly use, maybe like a SaaS model or maybe some kind of a consultative model, so that they don't have to hire a team of regulatory and or compliance experts and increase their burden on their bottom line. So that's the whole opportunity for the regtech companies. The demand for innovation and redefinition of regulatory narratives are paving the way towards the emergence of new and novel business models, leveraging and capitalizing on fusion of technological, business, societal, cultural, and ethnical underpinnings, which is quite evident. The pandemic has forced many financial services organizations to fast-track this digital transformation. That will now pave way for further experimentation, inform key decision-making, and promote a regulatory-driven technological entrepreneurship and innovation. So these are the findings, the top-line findings of the report. Again, I would put down the link to this report. Please download the report. It's free to download. It runs into over 300 pages. Go take a look at it if you are a regtech or a regulatory compliance professional. Now let's talk about Australia, which has received maximum focus in this particular report, primarily because Australia is at the forefront in APAC in terms of regtech. Multiple factors are contributing to Australia's rapid pace of growth in regtech. First, regulations invite innovation. The impact of the Royal Commission has heightened awareness around compliance and cultural issues, and the rising cost of compliance is now starting to affect businesses, forcing them to look for alternative solutions. So now, the government of Australia, their various agencies, and I think all other countries are actually pushing it down the throats of companies to have a proper team for regulatory and compliance purposes. And that adds to the cost burden on these companies and hits their bottom lines directly. And that is the reason why it creates an opportunity for the professional startups where they could use technology to offer that same service to these companies at a fraction of the cost. So that's where the actual gap is, and that gap is being plugged by these regtech technology companies, startups. Second point, the COVID effect. The COVID closed many service branches across Australia, which will remain closed as consumers demand more complete digital services. As a result, the need to manage the risks of cybersecurity, for example, or digital identification services, or KYC, have all been escalated. So that's the effect of COVID. Third, new entrants drive change. New players entering the market with purely digital platforms and built-in regtech solutions are forcing incumbents to up their digital game to remain competitive. These regtech technologies have usually been tried and tested in more advanced and mature regulatory environments. So they are well positioned for changing markets in the region. So that's where they are bringing in value to their business model around regtech as startup, and they're offering that to these companies. Fourth point, time to value significantly reduced. As awareness has grown, the average time to value, a measurement of time taken from the initial conversation with the potential buyer to full production deployment by the regtech provider, has reduced from 2 years to 13.3 months. This here they're talking about primarily technology and regulations around technology. So you see the reduction of time from 2 years to 13.3 months, so which is just over a year. So that's a big saving of time. So creating value there. Australian regtech needs to export. While momentum in Australia is positive, it is not happening fast enough for Australian regtechs to survive without exports to third-party markets. So, of course, this is an observation, and this is an opportunity for the regtech companies to move overseas. So, to summarize, they've been largely. There's one more point: expansion of the regulatory spotlight and open banking and the consumer data rights regimes expand from banking to the superannuation, insurance, telecommunications, real estate, and energy sectors. These areas will need regtech solutions to manage their increasing regulatory challenges. So there are lots of opportunities in this area, and that is the reason why the regtech companies are, jumping in, and Australia seems to be the powerhouse or leading the pack in the Asia Pacific region. To summarize, there is a huge potential, primarily because the regulatory challenges are growing and growing across all domains, all industries, across countries, across geographies, and especially for those, it's more critical, especially for those countries who operate in multiple geographies, because they need to follow the regulatory requirements in each different country that they operate in, and that is the opportunity that these startups, the regtech startups, have, and hence if you find a regtech company which is doing pretty well, you could look to invest in those companies if there is an opportunity. So most of them would require funding. Most of them would need to, like in this particular, the fifth point, they need to go overseas into third-party markets so that they can survive. That's because they need more money. They need more expansion. They need to reach out to more and more clients. So investors, private equity investors, venture caps, do come in there. So if you're an investor, this is a great opportunity for all of you. In the future, I will talk a little more about regtech, and so that you get some direction when you're looking to investing in regtech companies. So as an investor, you should look at multiple. You should have multiple asset classes, not just regtech. You should look at fintech companies. Look at crypto. You should look at the stock market. Maybe physical real estate, all of that. Even REITs, real estate products. So you should look at all of that. I did a video on 5 factors that you need to look at if you're looking to investing in cryptocurrency. I think that is also relevant because crypto is booming and is likely to stay for the long term. So I will put the link to that video in the card above. Go take a look at it. I'm sure you will get some direction from there as well. Even if you are not interested in crypto, if you're interested in regtech, maybe you'll get some guideline. But I promise you I'll do some videos some direction I will try and give you on regtech in the future. So, well, thank you very much for listening to this video, for your time. As you know, my name is Saurav Mukherjee. I'm a digital and technology marketing leader with about 20 years of global experience. I'll put down my LinkedIn URL in the description box below. Click on it, go to my page, take a look at my profile. If you like, please feel free to connect with me. I regularly work with clients to look for solutions to their challenges in business, marketing, technology, and investment. If your company or startup is looking to engage in me as your consultant, you could drop me a line on LinkedIn, or you could write to me in the contact page of my website. I'll put a link to that contact page of my website in the description box below. Then we can jump into a conference call and see how we can work together. So before I end this particular video, as usual, please like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, please smash that notification bell, please comment on my videos, and please share my videos. So until next time, please stay safe and stay healthy, and I shall see you soon. Bye-bye.